Okay, now see? And just keep it, as long as they stay in there. See there? You can just, see, as long as they stay in there, you can't get them both in, but you can get one or the other. Then you can put them on the film, see?
All right.
But they have to be in there. If they're not in that box, they're not going to be in the movie. So it's best to do one. Go over there and do Maria, and then go do Grandma.
All right. Mommy?
Yes, Teagan?
Do you know how much 3 times 50 is?
You giving me a quiz?
No. I'm just asking you this.
3 times 5 is 15.
3 times 50.
So you add a 0 at the end and it makes 150. Yeah. Ask me some questions about...
No, I'm not going to ask you questions.
I don't want to do a maths quiz.
I'm not doing maths or quizzes.
Ask Grandma what her favorite color is.
What is your favorite color, Grandma?
Red.
What is your favorite color, Mommy?
I was afraid you were going to ask me that. I like red a lot. I like black. I don't think I have a favorite color exactly, but when I was a little girl, when I was a little girl, I loved pink. I know a lot of little girls love pink, but I grew out of that a bit, and then for a long time, I didn't like pink at all. And now I've recaptured my like of pink, so I like pink again, but it's not my favorite.
Okay.
I like a lot of colors, but I like green.
No, you don't.
Because you like green. Yes, I do.
Okay, you do.
Probably not as much as you.
Well, because green. Well,
Green is the trees.
no, I like turquoise better than green now.
All right, that's right. You have adjusted. Turquoise is good.
Oh, we're in the second movie. So this is about. You can tell me a story, Mommy.
A story. What would you like to hear a story about?
No, you can say anything.
Anything? I thought you might like to give me a topic. I can tell you a story about a little boy. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Teagan.
Teagan.
And he was a lovely and happy little boy. And he loved alligators.
Oh, I don't like alligators because they would bite
Well,
me.
Teagan does. Teagan really likes alligators. And Teagan lived in New York City.
Oh, that's not fair because I live in a town. It's in the country.
Teagan was a bit sad as well because there's certainly no alligators around New York City. So one day...
Well, thank goodness. I wish I was living with Teagan.
Well, one day he said, I've got to do something about this because I love alligators so much I have to find some. And he went to the library and he searched and searched until he found books on alligators. And one of the things he found out is that a lot of alligators live in the state of Florida. So he said, that's it, I've got to go to Florida. So he went home and he asked his mom and dad, what can I do to get to Florida? I've got to go to Florida. And they said, well, that's an awfully big trip to travel from New York City to Florida, Teagan. But if it's something that you really want to do, you can try very hard and you can get there. So Teagan was only a young lad, but he was old enough that he got a paper route. So he got paid money. It was his first job, and he would deliver the newspapers, and he'd get up very early in the morning and get on his bicycle. And even if it was cold, or if it was raining, or even if it was snowing, he would deliver those newspapers even before going to school in the morning. And Teagan did that for years and years and years. And he just put the money away in his bank. And he never thought about it at all. Because all he could think was, I've got to keep working at it. And one day he decided, I've got to check and see how much money I have. And he did. He had enough money that he could go to Florida. So he put all his money together, and he asked his mom and dad if they could all go. And they did, and they went to Florida, and they went on a special swamp tour. You know what he got to see?
Alligators.
Yeah! Like up close, alligators. But he was very safe, because they had a special tour guide that takes you to see the alligators. And he had such a glorious time. And he learned a lot about alligators. But he also learned that alligators can be a bit dangerous, and that they can bite you. So,
Yes, that's why I'm scared of alligators.
so in the end, Mom and Dad and Teagan, after their wonderful trip in Florida, they returned home to New York City. And Teagan decided it was a lovely trip. And the best thing he learned about alligators
Just keep going until you finish the story.
is that he decided he lived in the best place in the world, and that reading about alligators was good enough.
Stop. So done. That's you should.
Alright, Katie Kirk.
How do I turn it on?
I don't know. Is it
Oh.
on?
Yeah, it is.
Can we have a look?
No, you're meant to take it till it's a full one. It's meant